before Blackmoon learned to stand. The mountain changed from hand to hand. Old alphas rose, old alphas fell, and each remembered well. A border drawn by tooth and claim was redrawn next by blood and name. The stone was old, the law was young, and grief had many mouths to rain. Men did not hate us without cause. Their doors had known our broken laws. Some packs had crossed where ours were kept, had taken roofs where children slept. Some wolves had called it right and need, and taught their sons the same old creed. So human fear was not a lie. It learned from smoke and a winter sky. But fear grew teeth of its own. Hunters came with silver soul. Some for vengeance, some for pay, some for pelts that would not change away. A wolf killed under lupine skin would not return to man within. So greed and memory shared one road, and both came armed beneath their load. Then Blackmoon bound what rage had torn. No death forgotten, no hate reborn. We kept the names, we marked the stone. We made the mountain more than bone. Memory was not there to weep, then was a law the living keep. An alpha is not crowned to take, nor made to bite for pride's own sake. He holds the line when no blood calls. He keeps the back from wanting walls. He does not answer every wound. Little war returned beneath the moon. He stands where lesser hunger scars and bars the dead from ruling us. My father wore the border's weight. He left before the fires burned late, not cool, not kind enough to stay. The law had always called his way. He taught my feet the hidden tracks, the sentry posts, the turning backs, how anger speaks with borrowed grace, how duty never meets a face. My mother kept the quiet room, a living warmth beside a tomb. She smiled where no one saw it fade, and slept alone in vows once made. From her I learned before the world came the reckless light I could not wear. Three voices sang the wolf I'd be, the hand owned the liberty. The snare was laid beyond our ground, where careless steps make little sound. She crossed too far, my mother knew. She went alone before word flew. I was on watch at my father's side, learning the borders he would not hide. By the time the centuries turned, the trail was cold, the lesson burned. No song was left, no breath came home. Only the mountain hard as stone. My father did not rage or cry. I watched the standing part of him die. The log he bore could not restore the room, the laugh, the open door. A boy with old law on his tongue, an elder wolf with wounded pride, said mercy was how mothers died. He named revenge a sacred debt and called for blood, not answered even. I saw the mountains start to turn, old hunger waking, old fires burn. I told him grief could not command. He laughed and raised a violent hand. He would not yield, he would not cease, he would not let the dead know peace. I became what law required. One final strike where words expire. I killed because his voice had made our morning into war's first blade. And when he fell, the pack grew still, not out of love, but out of will. They saw no child before them then, only the border made of land. From that day on, they gave me room. When at the border the silence spent, I stood, I held, I made it plain. Old grief would not be law again, and if my name became a stone, I paid the price and stood alone. Now in the pines the markers wake, the foreign scents return and break. The tracks are placed with wiser hands. The hunters learn the shape of lands. Blackmoon is still Blackmoon has heard. No warning needs another word. The fauna breathes beneath my skin, and I know what must answer when